Hello and welcome to the next level, which I believe is the balcony, if I'm not mistaken. This is another relatively difficult one. It is a single door with a single corridor down to a single rift. So in that aspect it's fairly simple. However, they use a lot of flying enemies on this level, and I think it's the first level where you actually get a substantial quantity of the fat ones, the fire bat things, whatever those are, up in the top right there. Use my mouse and show you these over here. What are these? Hellbats. There you go. Avoids floor traps, indeed. Which are actually less dangerous than the fire babies. Why? Because archers can kill the hellbats pretty easily, but fire babies die in relatively few shots, so most of the shots are wasted on those things. It's a bit cumbersome. And they come together and they come in large quantities, plus ground units. So this is going to be a bit of an interesting level, and you don't have a lot of money to work with. Goal 1 is to get archers up. Pretty darn early, to be honest. So one there, one there, one there, and we will go ahead and throw a death augmenter on there. So you'll notice we immediately have hellbats, which are thankfully incredibly weak to the ice amulet. So are these, quite frankly, because of the way it spreads out. But the archers, for the most part, can handle these at this time. There's no benefit to having them kill them, so other than the fact that they're difficult to hit for me, for reasons. I would like Guardian Armor, but I'd also like to get some tar down, so we'll go ahead and get some tar down. And this would be a point where letting the Guardians kill the ogres would be good, however, there's a bit too many orcs for the Guardians just themselves to kill, so I'll just give them some spread assist here. Doing damage as equally as physically possible across the board here. It's the plan anyway. How well that works generally, you know, never goes to plan really. So those are down, and I can get Guardian Armor now. Let's see what spawns on this wave. Ground units. Oh no, both actually. So we will go ahead and get Guardian Armor. We'll lay down another layer of those. Null Hunters will, yes, be an issue. They always are. Let's get some of these guys down in the back there. As you might expect, Fire Amulets not terribly useful against, you know, Hellbats, as they are. So just keep the Ice Amulet going, basically, and these guys won't be too much of an issue, so long as you have the time to focus on them. Which, therein lies the problem, having time to focus on these guys. I think I'll keep them without burning pitch for now.
I like that.
And I am actually going to line this more or less with tar like that. Because I'm going to be using these things all over the floor. And now comes the bit of an issue where I can't always focus on the flying enemies because they'll start coming together. And there's the little ones. The flying rabies babies or whatever they are. As you can see, they're pretty easy to handle by my archers. The problem, of course, being their quantity, and they will damage your archers and you. They shoot pretty much the same thing as the orc crossbow dudes. In other words, they do pain. Lots of pain. That was a bit of a waste, but I did it anyway. Because they fire rapidly and pretty accurately as well. So, to be honest, they're more of an issue than Hellbats. They do have the downside of not having a lot of health, but whatever. What can you do? Hey, let's go back and heal while those guys spawn. We do have a Paladin all the way back here. It's kind of a last resort, really. I doubt he'll get used, but it is Nightmare, so it is always possible that he will, in fact, get used. I'm surprised that actually hit one of them. Now, I could give them fire arrows, which would make them more effective against ground, but less effective against these flying dudes. If I'm not mistaken, anyway. Let's go ahead and put down some more of these. These are primarily there just to help me with the... Did he go up here? Excuse me, you're not supposed to path up here. What are you doing, bro? You're dead now, but what were you doing? It's a bit bizarre. I've never seen them do that before. You do also start with 2 archers back there. They're not very well positioned for the plan I generally use, so they generally also don't get used. probably want to help them out with this. In quantities like this, that many Hellbats, it does in fact become a bit of an issue. I'm gonna let this ogre get... No. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that ogre, quite frankly, so we'll see if I can get him with headshots. Okay, or I'll just nearly die. The ogre will go up the steps. Keep that in mind. I need to run and heal. So hopefully the archers have it handled. They do. I'm going to put more archers, by the way. If you're concerned by my quantity of archers, there will be more. There will always be more. I'd like another one. Can I get a little bit of money real quick? Not without helping, I'm sure. Pardon me, those dudes do a lot of damage per shot, but generally you're able to dodge them. Generally. That's quite the assumption, but you know. What can you do? So the main problem with this level is the flyers, which is why I've placed so few ground traps compared to normal. And focused primarily on archers. I don't care about combos, and the fire arrow is mostly for combo generation. Is that even on both sides? Not really. Can I get another one? Please? Por favor? Gracias, senor? It'll give me one eventually, darn it. Oh, come on. There we go. So I think that's about as even as I'm going to get it. Now these guys won't be able to shoot all the way down the corridor, but they will help focus down enemies that get into this tar area here. Which is helpful. In the meantime, I'll stand on my guardians' heads while they handle these things. Again, there's no bonus to letting them kill these since they're not orcs, so I may as well just help. Maybe I'll get part-time, you never know. Or I'll just miss everything and they'll kill it for me. I do want oiled trap gears, so I'll grab that. And I also want to do that for these guys. So they'll run along here because these are the quickest route to anything I have. And then they'll completely ignore the fact that, you know, I have flip traps there. Screw you, game. Oh, I need double layer flips, don't I? We're done? Well, I may as well get double layer just to protect them a little bit from the regular orcs. Apparently the kobolds do not care. The other's plus side actually of fire is it does set things on fire, which will cause them to do the I'm on fire animation, which lets them run, or forces them to run slower. Any day now, game. Just spawn a billion of those, it's cool. May as well go ahead and put one right there, just like last time. Because they will go around a little bit, you know, you guys know. Start putting the arrow walls down for funsies and profits. Fun profit-sies? Is that a thing? It's not a thing at all. I wish I could firewall these guys, but I can't because they're flying. Bit of a downside, I suppose. You can also put arrow walls up this wall a little bit to hit flying enemies, which, to be honest, isn't a terrible idea. I mean, there is a lot of flying enemies, so... You generally, I don't think, need two, though.
This'll hurt.
In terms of flying enemies, they're generally fairly weak, so you don't need the double arrow wall to decimate, you know, like a flying ogre. Thankfully, that doesn't exist. If that did exist, we might have a problem.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Why are you going to be sick, sir? Now, this wall you can actually place them higher on. I don't know why. You can also glitch it up into there. I don't think that'll actually hit flying enemies. Let's see. I mean, I could put one up there. It'll still allow me to fit the lower one, which is quite interesting, quite frankly, that they allow you to do that. And it will actually hit those guys up there, because they do go above the bridge. That is the thing they do. Burn those. And apparently that was the end. That was a lot easier than I expected it to be, so... Hooray! I actually did perfectly on that one. Am I going to get power time as well? I did get power time as well. That was an exceptionally easy level compared to the last one, in my opinion, anyway. The focus on flying enemies allows you to get archers, which can hit both, rather than, you know, wall traps and crap everywhere. But regardless, that went pretty well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.